Peace, peace. It's Phoenix Boys, the Paradigm Killer. I got my shit. Got my shit, so I'm happy. Got my shit. And this is just gonna be me talking about the shit before I really read the shit and see what the fuck it is. And to be honest, I'm probably going to get another book this year. I don't know. I'm gonna find that shit. I gotta find that shit first. First of all, I'm gonna get another book, one more that I know I was gonna get before I really truly wrote about this shit. I knew I was gonna get this book, two really, but knew I was gonna get this book before I read the book on Enlil. I think I was just gonna talk about it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna talk about some shit. Because this shit is like crazy. So whatever you think, if you think that a certain bloodline, couple bloodlines got a hold of certain material and they just took it, whatever you want to believe, you know what I'm saying? You can believe per se, semi in between what I believe, but you believe that shit, you believe whatever you want, for real. And it is what it is about that shit. But move forward. So I'm talking about this shit a little bit. So Enki was like fucking. He was supposed to be the one who genetically fathered humanity per se. You know what I'm saying? That's why like they talk about the two bloodlines and how the in DNA it's like a snake. DNA is like a snake. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So they talk about that shit, and then so Enki was the good benevolent one. I don't know. There's many theories. It's a theory that Enki and Enlil was the same person, and he really was like like a psych was really off. You know what I'm saying? He was really off to where he was Enki and he was Enlil. So is that theory? And I don't know if I really believed. I think I personally believe what I said, that these Anunnakis were universally widely known. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it was like maybe that's why he was so he ain't like the taste of blood in his mouth. Straight up, he was like, "Oh nah." He's like, "I just what I did was extremely horrible. What I dragged my son into, I think that's really like what did it for him." He's like, "That's what draw. I brought my son into this fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? We can get into that martyr. We can get to that too also. But he brought his son into that shit. So I think after that, he was like, I gotta do better about things I father, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do better about things I father. So, that happened. And but that nigga Enki is a motherfucking madman. Like I just said it. Wait till I get into that shit. I'm probably gonna have to do a whole chapter over that shit. Just I was already thinking about doing like a chapter just about biblical deity and how many deaths and shit. Like for real, that shit's crazy. Shit is crazy. If you want to count the flood, that shit is mad crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, Enlil was a motherfucking. Enlil is a savage, man. This nigga fucking. This motherfucker was always killing, always destroying, always ready to go to war. He was like ready for whatever on a whole new level, for real. You know what I'm saying? He was like, look, we can sit here and talk about this shit because, like I said, my theory that Inky motherfucking sold out. He sold out his whole. He sold out his whole planet. He got his planet destroyed. That I think Inky was from Tiamat, which he got that planet destroyed, really, and he joined up with the Anunnaki. That's what I think, personally. So I think that was the constant fight between them because Inky was the fucking. I mean, Enlil was a fucking savage. He was a destroyer of worlds. Shiva, a destroyer of worlds or whatever. Kali, one of them motherfuckers, Kali or some shit. You know what I'm saying? A fucking destroyer of worlds out of this bitch. You know what I'm saying? For real. And Enki was more like used to more of the diplomat per se. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say that a lot of systems were made for the betterment of people, and then they turned into some other shit. I say that shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny. One time I was, this is why I say I'm gonna stop doing like panels like that unless I'm invited, unless I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Period. Because motherfuckers just don't be knowing what you even talking about and sitting there acting like they know what the fuck you talking about. Shit is crazy. You have no idea what the hell you even talking about. You don't know what you gonna say. They're so used to guessing, lower level thinking. They don't shut the fuck up enough to witness higher level thinking. That's the fucking problem. That's my problem. That's the fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Crazy shit. But so, Enlil was a motherfucker. Like I say, and he was the giver of knowledge. Like, really, to be honest, the Tahuti figure I always talk about per se. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy that I really think this motherfucker traded the whole motherfucking planet. You know, got a planet blown up to join these motherfuckers, man. That's what I think. That's what the astral belt. That's what I think. This motherfucker. They don't say that, of course, because that shit would make the see, even in the demonation that was not said. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something the Enlil or the bloodline of, or whatever you want to say, could. I'm gonna say Enlil because that's just what I'm gonna say. So Enlil could have. That could have been some useful information. They got that nigga Enki looking real bad. He got fucking, but Enlil still didn't use it in his deception or whatever. That's a fucking lie. Because at the end of the day, see, they have what I think we need to have. At the end of the day, they got fucking loyalty, honor, and respect for each other. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, as much as, see, he hated that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And let's not get into the theory of one being one race and another one being another race. For real. You know what I'm saying? Let's not get into that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into that shit. Let's not get into that shit. Because that shit is wow. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, I think that might be the thing. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers from Tiamat, you know, straight like that. And what Tiamat had a tablet to destiny. You know what I'm saying? So that's just weird thing. But so this doesn't talk about that shit. These motherfuckers crazy. These are the two joints I've been waiting on. This one right here is the one I'm about to read now. This one right here is the one I'm about to read now. So this is what I'm about to read now, yeah, we'll see. And I'll probably do another one after I read like a chapter or so. Do another one, just a little quick joint, you know what I'm saying? See what it's hitting on, cause I don't even know what it's hitting on. But if it's like the first book, then it's hitting on something. It's hitting on something. It's hitting on something. So we'll see about that. See if it's here. Oh yeah, it's already hitting on something from what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this shit's just fucked up. It's Feast Boss, Paradox, Killer Beast.